This program is about paranormal mysteries. Some of the themes may not be suitable for younger audiences. Parental discretion is advised. Whenever possible, actual news clips and eyewitness accounts are used. The opinions expressed and comments of viewers are for educational and entertainment purposes only. No offense is intended. Proceed at your own risk.
Alright, mic check 1 2 3. I apologize, guys. I was trying to share this bad boy. Yeah, I got a lot of show for you tonight, so I hope you're ready. Anybody out there who may be checking this out, I'll share this on Twitter later. Shout out to Tamara on Twitter. Anyways, let's keep going. Alright, oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize you couldn't see me. Okay. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me. Anyone and everyone who may stumble upon this, I really appreciate it. This is the Apocalypse 2 channel. The Deuce, as we call it. Anyways, like I said, I got a lot of show for you. I hope you can hang out with me for a couple hours. If not, I totally understand. But tonight we're going to talk about this guy named Donald Marshall, who's known in the cloning world. Uh, yeah, so I wanted to let you guys kind of subtly show you guys how, through my perspective, how it happened, how it went down. It was like 2018 when I started live streaming. My computer went out, so I didn't want, the 57 subscribers I had, or however many I had. I didn't want them to, abandon me or lose any more. So I did a live stream saying, "Hi guys, I'm going to bring you new content. Let me know if you like when I go live." And then it started attracting more and more attention. More and more people start coming in. And if you don't know, on the channel, the other channel, the Apocalypse One channel, I've covered so many different, alleged whistleblowers, truth tellers, Bob Lazar, Max Spears, anyone you could even think of. I've done multiple videos on them. So one day I saw, what was it, 2015 or 16, I forget, but I just got done with my secondary schooling, and I read, was it before that, or I don't know exactly what it was, but I read somewhere on Facebook that dude named Donald Marshall. He was saying, he was being taken to a cloning center every night, and Britney Spears was there, and a bunch of other stuff. And anyways, he was begging people to get the word out, let everyone know. So I just went to school for making videos, and I thought, hey, that's a cool little project. I'll start making. So I put a bunch of little crazy graphics in them of his stories, of Donald Marshall stories. So I just want to let you guys know it's been, almost 5 years since these live streams. Donald Marshall claimed a bunch of stuff. He claimed in 2018 that the aliens were going to be showing themselves soon, and that hasn't happened. A bunch of other stuff, but you be the judge. I'm a little skewed because he attacked my channel, my Apocalypse channel. He got he falsely reported it. He got it. Him and a bunch of other people whined and complained on Twitter, and it got demonetized. So I try not to skew too much or be too much in one direction. But if you guys wonder how I feel personally, that's I probably don't not have a good feeling. But I went and looked on Google and I checked for Donald Marshall because I got a TikTok page with a bunch of followers. So shout out to everyone on TikTok. And I get comments all the time, people on the YouTube page all over asking me what happened to Donald Marshall. They haven't heard from him. He disappeared, what have you. So, to be honest with you, I haven't heard from him either. I heard from a couple people. Went on other YouTube channels after ours, and basically, allegedly, the same thing happened. Which is funny. Like end up getting mad at him and like turning on him and sicking his whole group of crazy people on that channel. So that's unfortunate, man. But anyways, I googled it and checked it out, and this is all I could find. Like there was so many posts that were about. There's a guy named Donald Marshall Jr. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but he got wrongfully convicted of something. But that's where everything. That's all of everything was the Donald Marshall stuff. This was the only thing I found of talking about the Donald Marshall Canadian guy that talks about cloning. So, anyways, just to get you guys acclimated, I made many, many videos, maybe to my detriment. Like I said, I saw the message of him saying, please help, please share this information. And, I didn't know it was all a big a ruse, just trying to get attention or something. I don't know what his deal is, but uh, I thought he was serious and genuine. And so I made a lot of videos, and I'm going to show you guys a few of these videos. That way, if you don't know who Donald Marshall is, which apparently a lot of people don't, like, who is he? Where's he from? But he came out of uh, his cave or wherever he's been hiding, and he came and harassed my channel pretty good. And anyways, he tried to get it in trouble. So I'm just trying to clear the air, let everyone know that we don't have anything against anyone. I wish that dude all the best. I wish him luck. I feel bad for him, to be honest with you. But we're gonna, nothing's gonna stop what we're doing here, and this is just a passion project. This channel, the Apocalypse One channel, all of them, and like I said, I've had a little training, so why not? But anyways, moving on. I'm gonna show you guys tonight videos that are not available on any YouTube channels. They're all gone, but I'm gonna show them, put them on this channel tonight. And these are all videos I made in support of Donald Marshall. And if you don't know, a couple of these people, I think I heard from the grapevine, have seen the videos I made about Donald Marshall stories, and let's just say they don't like us. So if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have published these videos. I would have, or I would have put a big giant disclaimer like Vrillex and other people do. But I saw the dude calling for help on Facebook, and I bullheadedly rushed in and tried to make as many videos as I could, getting the word out. And then, long story short, when the dude, I met the dude, he came into my live stream. He was very rude, and he was just childish. And after he got mad at me, he was like being racist and just very stupid stuff that, like, if anything he ever said was real, then that wouldn't be the case. You wouldn't, harass me. It reminds me of the lone survivor on TikTok. Yeah, that dude tried to get our channel taken down. Who was that? One dude who claimed he was from another dimension on YouTube. That dude tried to get our channel taken down. So all I'm going to let the viewer know, all the great people out there, thank you to all the subscribers, new and old, but I'll let you guys know that if we were just out here making stuff up and no truth, no proof behind it, okay, then no one would be attacking our channel, all right? We're putting up truth for all to see, and I love you guys. And it doesn't matter who attacks me, it's about the info. And so the fact that this dude is like, no one knows who he is, and no one's heard from him, you know, that to me, I guess, is a victory, because I was, everyone that was sick of his stuff, his lies he was making up, or just wanting him to stop, just knock it off, because, you know. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Check these videos out, ladies and gentlemen, about this guy that the channel, these aren't on on the internet anymore, I don't believe. Maybe someone stole them and put them on that one BitChute. But check these videos out. I'm going to show you a few of them. We'll come back and see if anybody commented. And then I'm going to show you guys a big one about all his stories, about all the celebrities that he claims are at this cloning center. So if you're interested in that, or if you don't know who he is, stay around. And alright, so the first video that I'm going to show you is called, yeah, let me merge this down, see if anybody come in the chat. But the first video I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is a video when I first heard about Donald Marshall's writings, one of the first videos you'll see. And he was basically saying that Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z were like harassing him or something. So, like I said, if I knew what I know now, if I knew then what I know now, I would have put a giant disclaimer on the video saying, until proof has, come out, then these are just tales or whatever, just put some kind of disclaimer. But I didn't, and I think that that hurt the channel, because this dude went and reported us, and he actually tried to copyright the Apocalypse One channel, which is hilarious because that dude's not a creator. So, anyways, check this video out. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. If you happen to skim by this one on the deuce, then please give it a like and a share. Thank you so much.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Love comes first. Love comes first. We'll make heaven our place alright. Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place alright. In heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place alright. Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Love comes first. Love comes first. We'll make heaven our place alright. Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place alright. In heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place alright.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if can you hear me okay? Alright, so this next video was called The Frantic Caller from Area 51. So I'm showing you all this stuff. It's like I said, I got a heck of a show for you tonight. But I want to let you guys decide, okay? If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. If you think I'm right, let me know. What do you think of it? Like a couple people have said, literally they're just like, oh, well, just, don't talk about it because you'll attract that dude and his sycophants. But the thing about it is, it completely altered my channel's course. Like my channel, we were going along and we were, exposing a lot of stuff, a lot of people, doing a lot of good, I thought. And then this dude, I guess he wanted me to bow down to him or something because he come into the live stream and was like, I don't thank you. And I literally tried to apologize to him, and he was like, nope. So, apologize to him for something I didn't even know what I did. But anyways, this next video is called Frantic Caller from Area 51. And then at the end of the show, here pretty soon after we watch a lot of videos, I'm going to show you guys the very first episode that's not on any websites or even YouTube anymore. It's the very first episode of Late Nights with Pac Lives, which was me. And I was just live streaming to the great people. It was the first episode, and Donald Marshall came in. So I literally have like 30 to 50 over hour long episodes where that dude was in here in the live stream talking to people and taking questions and stuff. So that's why I'm making, this Donald Marshall Saga videos. Excuse me. We'll show them together because these videos aren't on the internet anymore. So maybe you'll get some people over here to the Apocalypse 2 channel, like I said. If not, at least the ones who are here, that you can make your own decision. You be the judge. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate all the support. Big thank you to Leah Murray and Nikki West for the support on Cash App and PayPal. I love you, ladies. All right, guys. So anyways, let's check this next video out, and you be the judge, okay?
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens, Art, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
It's true, only they're not interdimensional. They told him he was in the fifth dimension. The aliens he's talking about are Vril, drones in military leadership and in the government.
East of the Rockies, you're on the air.
Hi, Art. This is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hello. Yeah, you got all my paranoia buttons running. I always get very nervous when I call you. I'm Brian. I hung up on you last week.
Oh, I see.
And I just figured, damn the torpedoes. I'll just do this and let the chips fall where they will.
All right.
Everybody, I am the Area 51 caller. That's my statement, and let you or whatever tear it apart.
You claim you're the Area 51?
I am the man.
How do you account for the fact, Area 51 caller,
Okay.
that part of the way through your spiel, the satellite went down?
I have no idea, and it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me that night. I've called a number of times on your specialty line nights doing different, kind of wacky characters, and that's all that one was supposed to be. And if the call had been completed, it would have been ancient history by now.
Has it occurred to you, as Barbara Marx Hubbard suggested tonight, that perhaps, if you're really what you say you are, you created the reality of the rest of the situation and took down my satellite?
That scares the heebie-jeebies out of me because it means that what I was saying was somehow correct, and it was fabrication kind of
creating a reality.
Yeah, if that was the case, I humbly apologize to you because I love your show, and the last thing I would ever want to do is
knock
tear
me
you
off the air.
So what can I do to prove my claim here?
Well, I guess you could give us a little of what you gave us then, so that we could hear it and know it to be you.
Are you sure you want me to do that, Art?
I'm positive.
Don't, Art, please. I don't want you to ask me to do this. If I start doing that guy,
Back to recant his story, he was most likely replaced by a clone or threatened. There's only real aliens, and they're easily defeated. Alright, and as you can see, whether true or not, which we're pretty sure we know one way or the other, but those make great YouTube videos. So, I mean, maybe I'm just, being tooting me own horn. Anyways, guys, I wanted to tell you guys also what I mentioned earlier, but besides all the other stuff, the videos that I made, I realized later that pretty much every one of them were like an attack video at someone else that Donald Marshall didn't like. But at the time, when you think he's, other people were talking about him being legit or whatever, they thought he was. When he would tell us, he was good or who this person was bad, I remember like everyone was just like, I tweeted at B.o.B and other people, OJ, a lot of celebrities, and they probably hate my guts now for it. So all I'm saying about that is the dude could at least, been a little bit loyal to us, because all we had, no, he just abandoned us quickest shot he could. But moving on, you guys will see. Like I said, let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong, maybe. But this next video is when Donald Marshall got mad at B.o.B, and I made a video about that. So, needless to say, B.o.B hates my guts. Thanks a lot, Donald Marshall. But check this out. Let me know what you guys think.
Donald Marshall and Bob. Human cloning whistleblower Donald Marshall tells us about the relationship between him and rapper Bob.
Rapper Bob and Phil Reese are killing me at cloning now. Bob is using my posts about him as a premise to speak, be seen, and show off for the others there. Bob was always an Illuminati member. Is bothering me at cloning lately. Die, Bob, die. In the end, he will be imprisoned. I would detail my experiences with Bob at the cloning center, but that's what he wants me to do, so I won't. There are more important things to discuss, and he is a small fish. He is more desperate than most I've ever seen there, and I've seen so many like that. He is worse. Bob is a greedy, desperate failure with no morals or principles. He will do anything for money and fame. Bob was never memory suppressed. He's one scummy bastard, and incredibly desperate for fame. He'd do anything. I don't care about Flat Earth. Flat Earth doesn't torture me or kill me. Can find out about Flat Earth in the end. Flat Earth theory is a theory. Cloning I know for certain is true. And I don't want anything to do with Flat Earth theory. The song Airplanes by Bob. I made this and so many others. More songs than anyone has ever made. It was his best one. I made it at cloning. In the end, he won't be killed or harmed. He will be imprisoned. I'll visit him, make fun of him, and shoot him with Nerf darts.
Is this why Bob stopped talking about cloning and started talking about Flat Earth? To throw us off track? You be the judge.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked that video. That's no longer on the internet except for here on this channel. Only on the Deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, moving on. It's just the mental gymnastics you have to do to believe that's it. Anyways, cool video editing though, huh? Guy who made the videos seems pretty cool, I think. But anywho, let's check out Donald Marshall and O.J. Simpson. Spoiler alert: he told O.J. to leave a glove at the. Okay, watch this guy. Sorry.
Someday, maybe we'll live in harmony. Maybe one day.
O.J. Simpson is there, and yes, O.J. did do it. And since I had good ideas, he asked me how to get away with it. I'll say in a nutshell, well, guy was banging his wife that was wanting a divorce. O.J. wanted her back. I was memory suppressed from knowing in my real body then. I did stuff like that a few times. Anyway, the whole thing was down to the glove. I told him after he killed him to drop a glove that was too small for him. He did. It was the basis for his defense. The lawyers and judge also attended cloning, and they all got him off. He asked me at cloning how to make it look like it wasn't him. I was around 20 years old, I can't remember. I only got my memory back at around age 30. I said I don't think he should be free. He has to pay. They put him in jail. He's still there. He was getting locked up one way or the other. You be the judge.
All right, so if you don't know, O.J. Simpson was let out of jail very recently. So that's another one he got wrong. Donald Nostradamus got another one wrong. He's like these televangelists. The world's ending in 1997, and then 97 comes through, and it's like, what happened, And they put their head down. Nothing. We're moving on. Okay, sorry guys, we're having too much fun with this one. Anyways, okay, so that one was Donald Marshall and O.J. Simpson, Donald Marshall and B.o.B, and he said B.o.B was gonna get locked up. What? So B.o.B is gonna get locked up, like here in this plane, this realm, for torturing you. No, he didn't even do it. It's for a clone of his that you think. And then later on, you guys will see in his writings, stuff he writes. Donald Marshall, he goes, they can pretend to be anyone they want to be. They can make clones of anyone and then pretend to be them and be. It's like, well, couldn't it, the B.o.B and everyone else that you think are your enemies been torturing you, couldn't they just have been cloned and they've been used to just mess with? You know what I'm saying? There's so many holes in it. But you guys know when you're trying to help someone and they're like, I'm being tortured every night, boo-hoo. You're not like, oh, you don't critically ask questions like you should, like I should have, everyone should have. You lead with your heart, and that's one thing. That's one thing he taught us, I guess. But anyways, this is the music Donald Marshall claims he made. Like Nirvana, Britney Spears, like you'll see. He goes, I made all of it. What, you made all Britney? You made a couple hits for Britney, or whoever. I made all of it at the cloning center. Sure, dude. Okay. Anyway, check this out. Let me know if I'm wrong or if he did make it.
you go. She wants you to know she's been cloned, she's been cloned, she's been cloned. Hallelujah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking that one out. And these are no longer on the internet. This channel, I may re-upload them in HD just for the great viewers. So stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh my goodness, I had to burp. But thank you so much to all the supporters. Again, I love you so much. This is the reason we're doing this. Oh, I get the burps, guys. We gotta end it. We gotta end it. I got the burp now. Anywho, are you still with me? No, you're not. You left. You're sick of it? Okay. Anyone who's still with me, because this will be on the internet. Maybe later. Maybe you'll come back. No? Anyways, yeah, guys, so this is all I could find about Donald Marshall now. Who knows where he's at, where he's gone. All I know is when he came in to the live stream, I think this might be the live stream I show you that he does it. It might not be, There's a few of them left on the Apocalypse 1 channel that he came into that are still on there because he came into so many of them. I never asked him to, just so you know that. But anyways, moving on. It's neither here nor there. But this one is the one where he was like, had a fake, he was pretending to be a woman's profile. So we've been attacked by many people pretending to be women profiles. So after a while, we just started, we're like, oh, is that Donald Marshall? Please leave us alone, good sir, you know, but not so nice words, you know. I think I flipped out. I did like a 3-hour live stream, just me, just crazy. Crazy ranting. My bad. My bad. Should have just let everyone know like I'm doing tonight. The dude, nothing he says has ever been proven true. Maybe never will be. And that's what we go by on the channel. If he was proven true, I would eat crow tomorrow and say, you guys, guess what? But it's not happened. It doesn't look like it'll ever happen. So you guys just let me know. Like I said, they make really cool YouTube videos, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like, you know, oh, if you do them right. Sometimes, like the last video, is so much text. Just, you know, you got to cut that down. Put a little cool graphic in there. You know, I've learned. But this next one is a really long one. All right, this is for all the uninitiated out there because it's not on the internet anymore. It got like, I think this got almost 1 million views. It got like 900,000 views, guys. So you may have seen it. You may not have seen it. If you didn't, you're one of the few that hasn't because like it's one of, well, this video was one of the highest viewed on my channel. One of the top 5, I think. But it is called no, this one only had like 250,000 views. No, I'm thinking of Cloning Center Tragedies and Incidents. That had almost 1 million views. This video had 250,000, still good. But anyways, it's called the Donald Marshall Diaries, and in it, he talks about Tupac Shakur, Eminem, Madonna, Queen Elizabeth, Vladimir Putin, and others. And that's, you know, to be honest with you guys, Donald Marshall was coming into the my Apocalypse 1 channel, all the live streams. You know, we were having a good time there for a little while. But the first chink in the armor, the first thing that made me get suspicious of Donald Marshall and think he was full of it was when he told me that he had talked to Vladimir Putin and that Vladimir Putin had told him that ghosts aren't real. And I was just like, what? So after that, there a lot of more, you know, things unraveled. We felt, like I said, it makes good YouTube videos. If there is no proof ever given, then please take all these videos as the entertainment that they've become and that they are. If there's any truth at all, then we will cover it on the channel and be like, wow, look, we showed you back, you know, 20 years ago or whatever. But, you know, it's looking very slim. So YouTube, everyone out there, this is just, you know, take it for the entertainment that it is. Rihanna isn't the queen of her own realm, like on some Mortal Kombat-ish, you know. Oh no, you got to go in Melina's realm, and she's, you know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like to me. But so just don't worry. It's a lot of, you know, that was the second thing that really got me about this the Donald Marshall stuff when I'd make the videos. He was very callous, you know, like he didn't care about human life a lot of times. But B, he, you know, it was just a cavalier attitude. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You be the judge. There's just something about him, like he said to me. There's just something about him. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. Check this out. This is called the Donald Marshall Diaries, Volume 1 through 5. It's your big boy. Not on the internet anymore. You're welcome. Well, I'm going to play it for you in a minute, so that's what I'm saying. You're welcome. But, all right, guys. I love you. A lot of hard work went into this one. I love you. If you're new, maybe give it a subscription. We're going to come back, and I'm going to be on the however long it takes. We're going to do every one of these, you know, the whole saga. It may take 7, 8 episodes, but they're going to be big shows. So if you got popcorn, you're not busy, please come join me. That's why I did it on Friday night. It's Friday night. We're feeling all right. Party's time for the west side. Anyways, it's your boy Apocalypse 2. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you're dyslexic like me, your dyslexiphobia, then it just looks like Tupac. Alright, check this out, guys. I'll be back. I'm watching with you.
Donald Marshall and Tupac. Human cloning whistleblower Donald Marshall says he met Tupac many times at the cloning center.
Oh, he knew. Helped him make his songs. He wanted to participate in making them, though. Wasn't even black. Was like half Arab or something. Talked to Tupac a bunch of times. He was in it for the money. He was not going to tell about it. Guy's not even dead. He was reanimated into a clone with his consciousness recorded on a chip. Dead clone. On Tupac's album, The Don Illuminati, was he talking about you? What do you think, Kenya? No, Tupac was in it to win it. He used me. We were not pals. Tupac was a dick anyways. He wasn't against them. He was really with them in it. He just wanted money. Tupac wasn't a pedophile, but he was still an asshole down with the Illuminati. Told everybody he wasn't, but he was, entirely. Notorious Big wanted to kill Tupac, and he asked the Illuminanuts at the cloning center if they would care. They said don't kill him, as he's one of our favorite sex slaves there. Biggie said he wouldn't, and then he had Tupac shot anyway. The Illuminanuts put a bunch of truth serum into Biggie's clone, and scanned his mind with mind control stuff. At the same time, Biggie admitted to it, and they had him shot the next day. Tupac's not dead. He's in his next clone avatar.
Some believe Donald Marshall's account proves Tupac is still alive. But what do you believe? Donald Marshall and Bob. Human cloning whistleblower Donald Marshall tells us about the relationship between him and rapper Bob.
Rapper Bob and Phil Reese are killing me at cloning now. Bob is using my posts about him as a premise to speak, be seen and show off for the others there. Bob was always an Illuminati member. Is bothering me at cloning lately. Die, Bob, die. In the end, he will be imprisoned. I would detail my experiences with Bob at the cloning center, but that's what he wants me to do, so I won't. There are more important things to discuss, and he is a small fish. He is more desperate than most I've ever seen there, and I've seen so many like that. He is worse. Bob is a greedy, desperate failure with no morals or principles. He will do anything for money and fame. Bob was never memory suppressed. He's one scummy bastard, and incredibly desperate for fame. He'd do anything. I don't care about Flat Earth. Flat Earth doesn't torture me or kill me. Can find out about Flat Earth in the end. Flat Earth theory is a theory. Cloning I know for certain is true. And I don't want anything to do with Flat Earth theory. The song Airplanes by B.o.B. I made this and so many others. More songs than anyone has ever made. It was his best one. I made it at cloning. In the end, he won't be killed or harmed. He will be imprisoned. I'll visit him, make fun of him, and shoot him with Nerf darts.
Is this why Bob stopped talking about cloning and started talking about Flat Earth? To throw us off track? You be the judge.
O.J. Simpson is there, and yes, O.J. did do it. And since I had good ideas, he asked me how to get away with it. I'll say in a nutshell, well, guy was banging his wife that was wanting a divorce. O.J. wanted her back. I was memory suppressed from knowing in my real body then. I did stuff like that a few times. Anyway, the whole thing was down to the glove. I told him after he killed him to drop a glove that was too small for him. He did. It was the basis for his defense. The lawyers and judge also attended cloning, and they all got him off. He asked me at cloning how to make it look like it wasn't him. I was around 20 years old, I can't remember. I only got my memory back at around age 30. I said I don't think he should be free. He has to pay. They put him in jail. He's still there. He was getting locked up one way or the other. I dislike Marshall Mathers almost as much as I dislike Rihanna. They made this song about me getting tortured. I think they tried to put the spin on it that it was about domestic abuse. Marshall stabbed me in the throat as clones, and I kept punching at him. That's where the line "steel knife in the windpipe" came from.
Hey Donald, have you ever seen a rapper named Hops in there?
Yeah, he's been there.
Has he messed with you?
Yep, made me help him with stupid songs. Pots and pans in the kitchen. I used to wake up early and bang pots and pans to wake my parents.
For real? Do you remember why?
Because I was bored and wanted to wake them up with noise. It worked.
Donald Trump at the Cloning Center. Human cloning whistleblower Donald Marshall has seen many celebrities and politicians at the cloning centers. Now he tells us about seeing Donald Trump at the cloning center.
He's been at cloning since I was a kid. Claimed credit for a few ideas of mine. He is down with the Illuminati. Knows about everything. Donald Trump wants me dead too. Guy sold out America for a profit. He literally said, okay, I won't tell about real hosts or cloning. I'll do business with you. I can't wait to see what people actually do in the end. It's a burning offense that they have done. It's why they're so scared to disclose. They think they will be tortured by an angry mob, and rightly so. He shot me in the stomach there a little over a year ago. It hurt bad. He was a clone then, I was a clone too, but it still hurt bad, and I remember it vividly. They all watched. Yep.
They say behind every rich person is a closet full of crimes, and they stay rich by exploiting the good people. So let us not ask for more war. Let us not ask for more death and fear. Let us only ask for the truth. Hillary Clinton at the Cloning Center. Human cloning whistleblower Donald Marshall has seen many celebrities and politicians at the cloning centers. Now he tells us about seeing Hillary Clinton at the cloning center.
They told me Hitler was her father even back when I was a teenager. Hillary Clinton is supposedly his biological daughter. Hillary has met multiple varieties of aliens at the cloning center. She fucks draconians as clones, then shreds the clone, painless disposal, and goes to the next clone of her. She doesn't want to, but she is beyond traumatized, scared, and overcompensates in her evil act. She's a hostage, basically. The bilocation of Hillary Clinton. I still can't understand why people don't freak out about this, demanding answers. It's not like it was magic or something. Hillary has a double and tried to get caught on videotape intentionally in 2 different parts of the country. She was in trouble for that at the cloning center. They almost had her killed for it. People talked about it for a while. She denied it and that was it. People just stopped talking about it. Not many talk about her being in 2 places at once much anymore. It was very obvious and video proven. It just kinda went away. She wants cloning, but is still an evil scumbag.
Many believe Donald Marshall is telling a lot of truth. But what do you believe?
Only know you love her when you let her go.
Charlize Theron meets with South African president. News article. Remember when scientists and people of learning would generally do this? What's next? Johnny Depp in talks to pilot first light barrier breaking vehicle. She's just an actress who made it by selling herself as clones to any old scumbag that would promote her. Now she thinks she's a political consultant. Ha, a lot of them try to go that way. Kesha's parents used to torture me too, kicking me around as a kid clone to make them songs. Then, as an adult for their Nazi kid, Kesha's post on Facebook, she sang help. Kesha is different. The thing is, I made all her starting songs, and named her even, because her name is supposed to be Keshia, but there's a black girl that uses that name. Made her songs mostly too. But anyway, the thing that I like Kesha for is that she used to be a fat girl. She slimmed down. There is a psychology involved. Kesha is smart, not narcissistic, and she pitied me, which I appreciate. She's just different than most of them at cloning. Still use me though, but they're all looking to redeem themselves now. Super Saiyan Broly is a representation of ex-UFC champion Brock Lesnar. I wanted to name him Super Saiyan Brock, but they wouldn't let me. Russians wanted Brock removed from UFC and MMA. They have some guy, last name Feder, and they wanted to promote him, but Brock crushed him at cloning with relative ease. Illuminati said they messed with his pituitary gland at some point to make him bigger. What would Akira Toriyama say about this? He'd ignore you or pretend he didn't see any questions about me or cloning like the rest do. Ronda Rousey is very fake. They set up fights and people take the fall for her. She has been to cloning many times. She's just a pretty face to fit the part. A lot of athletes train at cloning. She will be in trouble for harming me in a metaphysical state. Yeah, the fights are set up. Her big fights are against clones. She may be a clone herself while fighting. UFC fake fighter Ronda Rousey keeps bothering me at cloning, trying to talk me into trouble, trying to keep the place going. She likes it there. She benefits much. I hate that woman badly. She kinda picked up where Elizabeth left off. She won't leave me alone at cloning, keeps bugging me. The fights are mostly scripted. Once I was a clone in the ring with UFC fighter Josh Koscheck. I was told to fall after one punch or be tortured terribly at the cloning center. If the fights don't go as planned, they bounce time back and do it again. The Groundhog Day effect. Yes, the Diaz brothers are there at the cloning center. The older brother is pretty mean. He made fun of me and called me a slave. His younger brother tried to be mean to me, like his older brother, but couldn't, and actually cried in pity for me. If they don't keep the secret, they die. Easy as that, pretty much. Also, they might know about cloning, but not know about Vril and hosts.
What do you believe? Are you afraid to die, or do you want to live forever?
Jennifer Aniston is not a drone. She's a clone there at the cloning centers. She agreed to join to get on Friends. A call for help? Yes. Winona Ryder was nice to me at cloning. Others made fun of her for not being evil, called her soft. Anyone that isn't horrible, terrible, evil at me, they call soft or weak. Well, at one point she went idiot and was like, look, I'm evil too. I stab him too, and was nasty to me for a little while, but then cried and said she couldn't participate, and they all made fun of her again.
You be the judge.
Jacko wasn't murdered. He went to his death intentionally and willingly. He still lives on in a new body and still attends cloning, sitting in his Jacko body sometimes, just as retarded as he ever was. They had a hard time getting celebs to go to his funeral. They're down with Vril. Michael Jackson was a Vril host. Went pedo when they made him a host. Jacko was one of the worst perverts there. Victimized many people. They had to vaguely threaten people to get them to go to his funeral. And even then, few did. Mariah Carey did. Others did, but no one wanted to. Corey Feldman knows about the whole thing, tells about a quarter, and lies about the rest. Praised Michael Jackson, but was victimized at cloning by MJ his whole life since childhood. A clone center attendee, an Illuminati member, and a BS-controlled whistleblower. Corey Feldman was MJ's ass slave for many years, and Michael Jackson is and was totally down with the Illuminati. He was a parasited host and one of the worst child molesters in the world. MJ was a host, and he isn't even dead. He went to the next body and lives in the Middle East somewhere now. New body, different face. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin is kinda whacked now. Michael Jackson bothered him a lot. Macaulay is a drug addict now, and understandably so. He hopes for my success, but says I'll probably end up dead though. Avatar, a robotic copy of a human body, remotely controlled by brain consciousness interface, organic fleshy robotoid. Originally, MJ was a victim, but then a loyal member. Michael Jackson was and is still a monster. At the cloning center, he used to chase me around with sewing needles, stabbing my little kid clone with them until I came up with a song for him. He and his relatives did much to me. Michael was a host of a Vril alien. He acted all gentle and nice. He wasn't. He was just weak. I freaking hate him, his ugly mother, and his whole family. Paris Jackson attends a cloning center occasionally, knows marginally what is going on. Maybe Paris can do what Tila Tequila couldn't. He was a drone and a major pedophile, paid off many families, some of them publicized, some of them not. And he used to have sex with the chimp Bubbles. No joke. The song, all I want to say is they don't really care about us. I made that song. They don't care about us equals Illuminati don't care about me. MJ was no victim. He was and is a victimizer. Paris Jackson is no victim. She is a BS liar and is looking for benefits and fame. Was out at cloning just a little while ago demanding that I make songs for her to sing and threatened to torture me if I talked about her activities. There are her true motives. Only one out of all three that's any good is Blanket. Paris Jackson's been blabbing a lot. Bunch of unbelievable shit, I'll say. But it sounds weird. They all say they want